Okay, so I watched my first Phineas and Ferb episode today, Joe, and it was entitled Raging Bully. So from that title, I was a little worried about the violence that was going to be in there, but then I was like, hey, it's Disney, it can't be that bad. But moving along. So first thing that pops up is the theme song, and I'm thinking to myself, does Bowling for Soup sing this theme song? And I'm guessing I was wrong. I don't know, but it just sounds a lot like them. Like I could hear them sing in 1985. Why won't the camera stop being stupid? There we go. Ha. Still moving. It's weird. Anyway, so the theme song made me want to do things that were illegal, like climbing the Eiffel Tower and giving a monkey a monkey a shower. So yeah, and so then we were introduced to Candace talking on the phone about this guy named Jeremy, and they show a picture of him, and he has a hot dog attached to his hat. And I thought that was funny because we learned about the anatomy of snails in bio last year. Just look that up for your own liking, and you'll see why I thought it was funny. And then we're introduced to Perry the Platypus, and oh my god, he's a secret agent, but I kind of knew that already. But so we find out Perry's arch nemesis is Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and I'm thinking to myself, what kind of a name is that? Doofenshmirtz? Come on, Disney, you can do better. And then we see Candace going to the mall because mom's like, I have a jazz concert, so you're watching your brothers. And she's like, ah. And then we find out she's a stalker because she just takes pictures of Jeremy when he's not looking, which is a little weird. Like, wouldn't you be kind of creeped out? Stupid camera. There we go. Ha. So then we see Phineas and Ferb sitting at a table talking to her friend, some Indian friend. I don't remember what his name was. And he's studying in the middle of the summer, and I thought that was kind of racist. It's like, come on, Disney. They're saying that only the foreign kids study, not the Americans. Psh. So then he says some other funny comments when the bully comes, and the bully's like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up, Phineas, ha ha ha. So Disney's encouraging all this violence in an episode, and I'm really worried about it, because there's all those children out there watching the TV. So then anyway, they suddenly have money to build a boxing ring in the middle of nowhere. It's like, where do they get the money from? And then it just jumps right back to Perry, and he's trapped in cake mix, and it's my dream. And Doofenshmirtz like, oh, I never had a birthday because my parents didn't show up to my birth. Pretty sure you need to have at least your mother there for your birth, Doofenshmirtz. Pretty sure. But I feel bad for him because he's like, oh, I know how to birthday. And we find out he made this thing called the Slavinator, and I'm pretty sure there's more racism right there, referring back to the Civil War. So Disney's really starting to disappoint me. So Perry finds himself trapped in the cake mix thing, and he's all like, I'm going to save it. And he pulls out a thing of whistles, and he has a whistle like for a whale whistle. I mean, come on, that's awesome. I want one. And then he gets saved by a bunch of bats, and woohoo, good for him. And then we see the fight going on, and I started cheering for the bully, which is kind of bad, but we're not going to talk about that. And then they say, this fight cannot have acts that can be repeated by an impressionable child viewer, and I just thought that was hysterical, because Disney put, like, their little claim in there. So it turned out they're just thumb wrestling, not fist fighting. I was kind of disappointed. I was like, Urgh. And then it switches randomly back again to Perry, and we run into Doofenshmirtz having a party all by himself. He's all like, oh, it's my birthday, and I'm all by myself, Perry the Platypus. And then we switch right back to the thumb wrestling, and I've never seen a more epic thumb wrestle in my entire life, let me tell you. Entire life right there. Okay, so then the Slavinator takes over the stadium, which is kind of a win, because it's just like everyone has to listen to Doofenshmirtz. And then, yet again, Perry pulls out his whistle cases, and he's like, and he saves the day when he calls a whale to get the ice cream off. Why I don't have that awesomeness power, I have yet to understand. So then, in the end, they're like, oh, let's call it Even Stevens and everybody wins. And I was reminded of this. Where is it? There it is. Remember this show? Yeah. That's what I thought of. So I'm not going to show you all of that. But I thought it was funny how Disney alluded to one of their most famous shows. So it's like, Disney reference for the win! But then I'm thinking, why do they call it Even Stevens? So I'm guessing Mr. Newman's right about everyone needs to win in society these days because your kids are a bunch of wimps. I guess he's right. So then they're all like, yay, we're all even and all happy again. And then Ferb just randomly goes, sharks have to continue to move forward or they will drown. And that was the best quote in the entire episode. And then it ended. So all in all, pretty interesting. I don't like how they switch back and forth so quickly, though. They should make it a little more nice transition. Okay, bye.